What's good, everybody? Welcome to Karu the Mentor Presents Life Lessons, where wisdom meets real life, and every lesson helps you grow stronger, wiser, and better. I am your host, Karu the Mentor. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will be in them comments. So this is how we're gonna play this. We're gonna go ahead on in. I'm gonna let the video play. Then I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then we're going to go into the comments. All right, here we go.
How you feel about being a mom again?
What am I going to do? I am too old for that.
So are you going to give birth natural, or are you going to do a scheduled C-section? What is your plans?
Damn one of them.
So what's going to happen to little Peanut?
I'm going to get an abortion.
You kept all of us.
I'm too old for that.
No, you're not.
I believe I'm going to give him up for an adoption.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm too old to be raising up another baby. I don't think I'm going to be able to go through that.
There's no way I'm letting a stranger take my sibling away from me.
Well, who's going to take care of it?
I'll take care of the baby.
I'm just trying to do the best I can with this. I'll just take one day at a time.
Just because you have a baby by a man or whatever, that don't mean y'all can be together. And some of these men out here, they try to take an advantage of you. And for all the single women and stuff, don't let no man slow you down.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I didn't get pregnant by myself. So I'm trying to get in touch with you to let you know what's going on. But you ain't been answering your phone.
My mom did not deserve the way you have been treating her. So we're going to have you stand on business today. And when we find you, we need you to step up to the plate.
Reggie was a real man, as he said he was. He could be stepping up to the plate, and take care of your responsibility. But since he's not, then I am going to do it. And I'm not worrying about Reggie no more. This is for the men's out there. You have a child out there. You're not taking care of your child, and you know that's your child. Y'all is so wrong for that. So you need to step up to the plate and be a man and a father. I didn't get this baby by myself. I'm 64 years old. He is not going to be getting away with this. He may think so. So when I have this baby, him and I and the baby going to do DNA test done. And then when it comes out and say you are the father, he is immediately going to be put on child support.
There you go, folks. Now, first of all, before we even get started, I want to say a few things. First and foremost, this channel is built on people making the mistakes and then we learning from them. This is not a channel built on bashing anybody, because at any given moment we could do something not smart, right? And everybody could point and laugh. This is not what this channel's about. This channel's about seeing things and knowing and seeing, not making the same mistake that person said. That's the first thing. The second thing is shout out to this lady. I'm grateful that that we can go ahead and see what those mistakes that she made, so other people won't make the same mistake. All right. Now, the third thing I want to say before we even start is RIP to the child. She had a miscarriage, so the child is not here. It didn't make it, but and that's unfortunate. But with that all being said, now let's get to the life lessons. Right? There's 3 things wrong with this whole scenario. 1, she is 64 years old. Now, nothing wrong being 64 and pregnant, but to have a baby daddy at 64. But you know where this comes from, though? This comes from thinking that, or this could come from, right? Thinking that, I can wait. I can wait. I got time. This, that, and the third. Your best shot is when you're younger. And it tells me, so it's a few things that it tells me, because it tells me it seems like she had her child young. And the only reason why I say that is because she's still playing young games. These are young games. This is a young woman's game. She's going to the doctor, getting pregnancy tests, doing all this stuff, right? This is young women. I normally see 20-year-olds, even some 30-year-olds playing this game. But she's 64. Ladies, I'm telling you, you are the gatekeepers to sex. Men are the gatekeepers to marriage. If you don't value what you value, you're almost never going to get what you really want. And what you really want is marriage for most of y'all, right? This is not the game to be playing. Now, if you listen to the video, she don't even know the guy's name, like his full name. You know what I'm saying? It's leading because it feels like she don't even know the guy's full name. Excuse me. She don't even know this guy's full name. And the reason why I say that is because she's trying to locate him. Right? And now she's on, they put her on Instagram. Right? And now everybody knows this information. That's number 2. Everybody now knows that she's playing the young woman's game and she's 64 years old still doing this stuff. And here's the even crazier thing about it, right? The crazier thing is this. So, right? She didn't, right? But she was going to have a child. Who do you think was probably going to raise that child? Her daughter was. So her daughter was going to raise that child. Now, if she had a baby, I think and just guessing now, but she probably had that baby when she probably had her first child when she was young. She's 64. So let's say if she had a child when she was 20, 18, 20. So she had the baby then, 18, 20 years old. So let's say 20, right? Now she has a baby. Now her daughter is in her 40s, right? So she has a baby, right? Let's say 30, she has a baby. Her baby maybe 10, 12, maybe even 15 years old, right? The baby's 15 years old. Who normally watches the children? The 15-year-old. So she is going to be watching, the 15-year-old is going to be babysitting her niece. That is crazy. That is crazy. You know, we at some point, man, and here's the thing, man, and this is not to bash her. This is not about bashing her because we can all find ourselves doing not smart things, okay? I'm not going to say stupid. I'm going to say not smart things, right? We can all find ourselves, and sometimes when we do it, we don't really realize what it is that we're doing. But here's the crazy part, right? All that being said, where's the dad? She don't even know the dad, what the dad is. She don't even know where he is. And now she's got to go to court to go find this dude. That is insane also. That is insane. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and get into these comments because a lot of things that they may see, you know what I'm saying, these are life lessons we can learn from this, man. And the life lesson we can learn, man, be careful. But we're going to go on these comments. All right. Noel Jose Creations. Jose Creations. This is his channel. I got it off his channel, by the way. Shout out to him. Pregnant at 64 and he's avoiding the calls. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Ugly Yugi Live. My great grandmother gave birth to my grandma at the age of 62, then gave birth again to her 10th child at 67. She lived for 112 years. Hey, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. I hope she was with her husband when she did that. They were together, man, and raised that kid. See, there's nothing really wrong with this when you have it like that, man. When you with your husband and you doing that, that's one thing. But when you out here playing these games, that's another, right? Dwight Peters said, "Nah, this ain't real." I think it is real. She also, the lady, there's a following her channel. This is definitely real. So you telling me at the tender age, instead of saying tender age of 64, men still acting childish? Yes, right? Yes, and women still acting childish too. So this is another thing about this, right? Women understand, right? And this is important. This is a nugget right here. Listen. Okay, let's say, for argument's sake, that she goes ahead on and she had the baby. Let's just say that, right? Okay. She has the baby. She takes him to child support, right? She takes him to child support. The child support people say, hey, you're going to get $500 a month. This is all you're going to get. Okay. Now, after that $500, there is nothing you can make that man do. Now, if he don't want to come around, he don't have to come around. If he don't want to talk to the baby, he don't have to talk to that baby. He don't have to raise that baby. He ain't have to do nothing. He ain't got to answer no phone calls. He ain't got to do none of that. So, after you do that, and he doesn't want to do that, you are, I don't want to say stuck, but it becomes your responsibility by yourself. And that is the issue. You have to understand that when you in these you don't want to be in these situations, because that is exactly what can happen. There is nothing you could do to that man after child support. That is it. That dude, that basketball player Anthony Edwards, there's nothing that lady could do to him now. Now that he paid the child support, he did what he was supposed to do. There's nothing she could do to him at all. At all. At all. So, is that the way to be? Nah, that's not going to work. But I'm telling you, that's how you got to move. You got to move that way. You have to move like you know that if this happens, I'm probably going to be by myself. I'm probably going to be by myself. All right. I'll read a few more. Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan. I think it's a pretty safe assumption. His name is Reginald. She did say Reginald. She did say that. She said her name was Reggie. All right. Shout out to her, man. I've been watching her for years. I used to watch on the Breakfast Club. The one that Ricky Smiley do. She is funny. Hi. Shavia 30. This is how I know age doesn't matter with God and fruitfulness to multiply. Listen, man. It never was an issue with that. If it's in the cards for you, it's in the cards for you. If it's not, it's not. But what I'm saying is that have a family, have a support system. That's the point of the family. The family's supposed to be the support system for you, because there's gonna be times when it's gonna get rough. There's gonna be times you ain't gonna want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna want to be bothered with people. But if you have that support system, right, and it's somebody that's credible, right? Of course, people make mistakes and do things. Don't get me wrong, but you want to have a solid family support system, right? But that's what it's for. You know what I'm saying? So, in closing, man, I just want to say there's a lot of, the main lesson is in this one, man. There's two of them. One, man, be careful. Women, be careful. Women, be careful. Men are the chasers, man. And I'm not saying men are wrong either. That's not what I'm definitely not saying that. But men are the chasers. If they could get the milk and not buy the cow, they will continue to drink the milk. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't have to buy the cow to get the milk, and they could get the milk, they're going to get the milk. You know what I'm saying? And That's the first thing. The second thing is, man, men, man, this ain't cool either, you know. I'm only pinging on women because at the end of the day, when this stuff happens, after you get men get the financial burden, women get everything else. And I'm only gonna call it fair. So women, protect yourselves out there, man. But in close out, this is Karu the mentor. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep living life lessons. Peace.